really long bones.
I mean, you can be tall,
that they really can't do much else.
Really
Yeah. There are very flexible tall people, but they usually have to work at it. Yeah. Second says, I can sit on the floor, but I can't lay on it. Even fibromyalgia, pressure points is painful for me. Oh, makes sense. Hence Pilates in bed. Nice. Oh my God, same says, yeah, Nudes throws down as well with like bulk order foods. Need we mention the duck soup incident? Yeah. Nudes throws down with a very large, generous offerings. I think that's also why we do the homeless shelter, and why before I did the homeless shelter, I was feeding my local community with like doing the deliveries to people's houses and helping the single mom and the lady that was going through chemo and all that stuff. Like I want to help people, and I don't feel like there's not a lot of things that I feel like I'm good at, but I can usually cook a decent meal, yeah, that's pretty much what I'm good at. I can sometimes cook. That's my talent. And I have an okay sense of humor. I feel like those are my strong points. What's up, JK? Welcome in. How are you? Hi, Perkins. Oh, nice to see you as well. I cannot touch my toes. Really? I'm not judgmental. Not judgmental at all. More of an observation. There's a Bill Burr quote in there somewhere. Nah, that ain't racist. It's an observation. Yeah, that is a funny Bill Burr quote. But yes, I've noticed that, but I feel like there's going to be that one tall person who's like, I'm super flexible. I can touch my toes. I'm like,
isn't it an astute observation?
It is an astute observation. Correct. Thank you very much. Way to use the word astute. Wait, they don't have SATs anymore, right? Yeah, you told me that. Yeah, so when Amaya and Carter were younger, Malin and I used to go out of our way to teach them SAT words. We're like, you're going to need to know this. So when Carter was in first grade, he said, oh, I'm sorry, I was being facetious. No, he said the two words he said was facetious, because he was joking about something. And one time, I think he farted in class and he said, pardon my flatulence. So when we went to a parent-teacher conference later on, she's like, yeah, like it took every ounce of her being to not bust out laughing in the middle of class. Because what he did was inappropriate, but the way he responded was hilarious. And she's like, where did he learn these words? And we're like, oh, like, we want to start them at a young age to like prep them for SAT. So we like to teach them like adult versions of words that they could use to be funny, like flatulence instead of fart. You can just substitute it in whenever. And the teacher thought, but now like fast forward all these years later and it's like, doesn't even matter because they don't even have SATs anymore. What's up, Perkzone? Vendetta cannot touch with toes, just an observation. That's interesting. I have longer legs than torso. Yeah, Carter too, dude. Carter's got he's all legs. But I'm very flexible, but I do have a connective tissue disorder where my ligaments and tendons are longer than they should be. Oh, interesting, said Kat. Swimmers are typically taller and obviously super flexible, but I know this is an exception. Swimmers are, oh, you're right. Right, because when the swimmers are on the block, they have to be bent all the way over. But yeah, that might be one of those things.
Divers do.
Yeah, I think those are one of the things where
and some gymnasts are
they work really. Gymnasts are short.
Not all of them.
Oh, I thought almost all gymnasts were short. You got to be more projectile-y. But yeah, swimmers is a good point. It might have something to do with the fact that a lot of the top swimmers are shorter legs. A lot of the, like Michael Phelps is all torso. And so because he has the wingspan, but comparatively shorter legs, I think that might be one of the reasons why he can't touch his toes. But you're right, not all swimmers are like that. Some swimmers are more proportionate. But I do know Michael Phelps specifically has, like, they did like this scientific breakdown one time on him when I was watching a show, and how he's like perfectly, not engineered, but perfectly fitted to having as many medals as he does, because he specifically is all upper body and still very tall with a huge arm span, but he's actually got shorter legs.